Only on 10, our series on children of inmates continues tonight with a look at a local group determined to keep children out of the prison pipeline. And as the night team Sierra Putman reports, it's the first in the nation to do so.
The basketball court is Lawrence Sabir's home away from home.
Actually, my mom taught me how to shoot. She was an all-state basketball player back in her day.
Now the LaSalle Academy sophomore is on the same track. He's already a member of the varsity team.
It's just a great experience.
A great experience Lawrence has because of a not-so-happy reality. A group that helps children of incarcerated parents helped him get into LaSalle. Lawrence's dad has been in and out of prison since he was very young.
He was in jail at least 5 times.
At first, Lawrence was too young to know what was going on.
As I was younger, I got in trouble a lot. No father to be there to put me in my place. In the middle of the nights when I was younger, I'd cry. Where's my father at?
This is not uncommon. New studies show children with incarcerated parents are stressed and face other obstacles.
You might have heard some things about these kids. An old study said that they were 6 times more likely to wind up behind bars themselves. Well, RISE and other groups say that study was just wrong, but they do know that these kids are more likely to be poor, children of color, possibly have behavioral issues, and face shame and stigma for something they didn't do.
It was RISE that helped Lawrence earn a scholarship to this private school.
RISE helped me all the way. They're just great people.
RISE stands for Rhode Islanders Sponsoring Education. It was founded 17 years ago by 2 doctors affiliated with Brown University. They were working with women in prison and had a dream to use education to clog Rhode Island's prison pipelines.
RISE is more relevant today than ever. What we've been able to prove out, actually, with looking at our data over the last 17 years, is that we are making a difference.
Johnny Sky is the executive director of RISE. The group provides mentors and education programs for children and families. One of their biggest goals is to make sure kids like Lawrence have the chance to make better choices than their parents.
No child decides what family they're born into, what skin they're born into, or where in the world they're born into, obviously. They come in and have to manage the circumstances that they were dealt. Education is, in fact, the most protective factor that can change the course of a young person's life.
She says they help about 130 kids a year, a small number when you consider there are about 3,000 children with parents behind bars in Rhode Island. Nationwide, there is an estimated 2.7 million children with a parent serving time.
Currently, we have a waiting list of 100 young people who are looking for mentors, and we're struggling to meet that need. And actually, RISE was the first organization in the U.S. to solely focus on this particular population.
Turns out the State Department of Corrections and RISE are helping to lead the way in this field, and there are signs they're making a difference. Just take it from Lawrence's oldest friend, Tunde Akinjobi. This is a picture of the two when they were babies. A year or 2 later, and Tunde's father was sent to prison.
He's been in there since I was 2.
Unlike Lawrence, there was no in and out for Tunde's dad. He's in for life.
I've talked to my dad on the phone and things like that, so he's still a part of my life.
Last year, it looked like Tunde might be following in his father's footsteps. He got in trouble and kicked out of LaSalle Academy. Prison bars didn't stop Dad from setting his son straight.
He was just furious with me.
It looked like all the work RISE did would go down the drain.
Sounds like RISE didn't give up on you.
No, not at all.
They gave him a second chance, a gift many kids in his situation never get.
That situation taught me that anybody can give up on me.
I think every child deserves more than a second chance. What we were able to do for Tunde is to say, you made a mistake. It doesn't mean you're a bad human, and we're not going to throw you away.
It's through those second chances and education that RISE believes it can make sure Tunde and Lawrence have a better life, one both young men plan to take full advantage of.
Yeah, I feel like since somebody gave something to me, I want to give back. That gets in my head a lot.
So maybe one day, they'll be the ones to extend a hand and help other kids rise up. Sierra Putman, NBC 10 News.